Good morning.
Too quick.
Oh.
Go.
Good morning. Welcome to the Country and Hard Rock Show.
Woohoo!
Or Hard Rock and Country Show. I don't know what, but C starts before 8, so that's where I'm going to on that.
Uh-huh.
So, boy, it's been an exciting week.
Exciting is not the
Boy.
word.
Oh, man, it's been an exciting week.
There's a fly already, like, trying to commit suicide.
The fly is bugging you.
Must be my beautiful hair tonic. It's got lemon stuff in it.
The linen stuff?
Lemon. Lemon.
Lemon. So when you bring up that note, Hard Rock, we need to hear the story about what happened last week, because it was like hilarious what you did.
Which time?
Well, when you used your wife's shampoo.
Oh man, really? You are not. I asked you not to bring that up.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Man.
You can't miss that one.
You.
I got a Santa Claus coffee cup. I don't think you got any room to talk.
Hey, I've got this. It's a bubba keg, I guess.
It's a bubble cake.
I might have to go pee pretty quick. You know, I've already drank that thing.
There's
the
a
last
bucket
20
right
minutes.
below you. You'll be fine.
There ain't a bucket.
Just
That's
stay,
a milk
just,
crate.
just stay here.
That'd make a mess.
You'll be just fine.
You mop it up.
You know, at your age, you might need to
Hey.
run to the bathroom.
I'm cresting 50.
You are cresting.
But I'm not
50.
there yet.
You're not there yet.
I'm not there yet.
Oh, mercy.
February is a long ways away.
Yeah, don't ride
It'll be
with me
cold.
between.
It'll be cold before then.
Don't ride with me between now and then. Might be hazardous to your health.
Yeah, like that poor bird you murdered yesterday.
All right, so.
Now let's talk about this murderous trip.
Yeah, yes, I got to tell the story. So I almost got in a fight.
See, I got
And
out of
that's-
shampoo. Hey, look, there's a squirrel right
You
there.
got out of the shampoo.
There's a squirrel watching this. Oh, if we could turn that camera around, that'd be hilarious. There is a for real squirrel underneath the oak tree watching this.
And you say I get squirreled.
It's a real squirrel! Hey, he's looking for his kid.
All right, so yesterday we had an
Yesterday
exciting.
was a long time ago.
It was an exciting trip.
Better drink to that.
My wife has made a statement yesterday when we were driving back. She said, "You know, spending a whole day with me is definitely a exciting adventure. Not always a good one, but it is an exciting adventure." So we go down to Kirksville.
Okay, who drove there?
She drove to Kirksville.
And how was that trip?
It was like 40 miles an hour the whole way there.
But it was flawless, right?
It was flawless. Yeah, we were behind
Who
a
drove
truck.
home?
I could have run faster than she drove.
drove home?
I did.
And
And
how
it was-
eventful was that?
And we made it in half the time.
How
So,
eventful?
We left
Hey,
Kirksville.
you didn't answer my question.
Well,
If
let
you're
me
in a
tell
court
the
of law,
story.
the judge would be like gaveling you right now.
We almost died.
Yeah,
So
twice.
we
I heard twice, and you killed a bird.
So we left Kirksville, which I was already in a little bit of a
Okay, this
in a-
fly's like
in a cranky mood.
Uh-huh.
The fly's bugging you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It goes after two things. One is sweetness, and the other is
Crap.
yes. So we left Kirksville, and I was already
So
in a
who's
little
the
bit of
sweet,
a.
who's the crap? What I want to know, folks. You need to leave that in the comments.
So we leave Kirksville. My wife had driven down there 40 miles an hour the whole way.
I highly doubt that.
She did. We were behind a truck.
Uh-huh.
Drove 40 miles an hour. So I drove back.
Uh-huh.
And I get on the highway and I start just boom, boom, just driving right down the highway. And we're making good time, 60, 65 miles an hour. And you know how that road is, a little curvy.
A little.
And we're going 60 to 65 miles an hour, and I'm bombing down, going around the curves, and I go around this one curve, bam, and I hit that bird.
Yeah.
And it was Big Robin, and I felt real bad because I don't like killing things needlessly. So I hit it, and I knew it got stuck in the grill because I didn't see it flopping behind us.
Uh-huh.
So I was feeling really bad, and we go about another mile, and you know how the road does this, and then it does this.
Yeah.
So we're going still about 60, 65, and we go up over one of those hills, and it just drops out.
Uh-huh.
And my wife's stomach ends up in her throat. And she's just sitting over there gagging and gasping because we did this drop down. You know how your stomach just flutters? And she's sitting there gasping and gagging.
Oh,
and
Saint Heidi, I'll pray.
and we go about another mile, and I said, you know, we're making really good time. And there's one-lane bridges. And on the way there, we had to yield.
You took the shortcut then. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
And we had
not
to yield
me.
for traffic.
No.
But going back, there was
I
no
don't do that
traffic.
road.
So we're just bombing down this hill to the first one-lane bridge, and it's a hill like this, and a one-lane bridge is bottom.
Yeah.
One-lane bridge is bottom with a yield sign.
Yeah.
But there's nobody coming. So I'm just bombing down there 65 miles an hour, and we get right to the bridge. I mean, as far as from here to that squirrel across the street, and I'm going 65.
He's still watching us.
And a little deer jumps out right in front of us.
Oh no.
And we're 65 miles an hour. Little fawn drops out with his spots, jumps out in front of us. And it's either the deer or the edge of the bridge, which is a big concrete barrier. And my wife says I let out this hideous scream for like 30 seconds. I'm not really sure if I did or I didn't. But it scared her so bad, she's freaking out in the passenger seat. And I didn't have to swerve much, but there's not much room to swerve on a one-lane bridge because it's a one-lane bridge.
Folks, I've been on that bridge a couple times. It's pretty tight.
And we missed the baby. We didn't hit the baby. My wife couldn't breathe for about 2 miles, and she was in tears, crying, laughing, and terrified at the fact that we almost hit the deer or
I
wrecked.
don't think that was laughter.
And I looked over, I was like, I am sure glad Woody is not with us right now. He would have died. Absolutely died. Oh, man.
I can't believe you take that shortcut. That's horrible.
It was shorter. We made good time. Really good time.
That is a horrible road, though.
Hey, you want to ride with me sometime?
Dude.
And I'll show you how quick it is.
I had a stress test recently. I'm
You had a
good.
stress test? This would
I'm
be an
good. I don't need
anxiety
another one.
test. This would be an anxiety
Nope.
test. Heart test.
Nope, I had that. Had the heart test, lung test, this test, that test. Only they didn't measure was my fart.
Yeah, you don't want to do that in a little glass box.
No,
That's bad.
it's bad.
That
It's-
box is really small.
You know, I know. So I'm in there, and I'm in there like this. And she's like, "Sir, you might want to adjust your shoulders so I don't slam it into the door." And I'm like, "Where am I supposed to put them?" And she's like, "Well, you can try to sit at a 45 in there." So I'm like, and she shuts the door on my shoulder, and I'm like, I let out a big, "Woo!" She jumped back. I think she peed herself. I said, "I'm kidding." But the look on her face.
I wonder why we haven't been shot. You know that?
I've had a gun pulled on me.
Oh man. Well,
But
so
that was, that was a stress test.
yeah, that is stress test. So I had kind of a stress test yesterday.
The driving?
No, not the driving.
Before
driving,
or after you
driving
were-
didn't stress me out. I'm as calm can be when I'm driving.
The $64 million question, as my good friend Vern would say. The $64 million question.
Not 65, but 64.
$64
What's
million
that?
question. Where's the bird? We could have had it mounted and had a pet for Theodore.
So I brought the bird all the way back to Memphis in the grill until finally we stopped at Memphis at the bargain warehouse, and my wife was like, "You need to get that thing out of the grill." I said, "No, I'm bringing it back home." So she goes over and plucks it out of the grill. Man, that bird was in the grill, and it was like that in the grill. And so she pulled it out and put it over in the weeds and gave it kind of a proper lay to rest. But I told you I almost got in a fight.
Yeah, you did.
And I kind of blame one of your friends for that.
I have friends?
Yes, because
Really?
he said I had to stop at that gun shop down there in Kirksville. Really, really famous gun shop. We had to stop at. So I told my
You've
wife,
been talking to Jeff.
I said,
Sir Jeff.
It's Jeff's fault. We have to stop here. And she's like, "Who's Jeff and why is it his fault?" And I'm not happy with him. So we stopped at the gun shop, and so she might have
Love
words
you,
to
Jeff.
say to him later. But we stop in there, and it's really interesting. It's not even comical because it really made me mad, but it's really interesting in this day and age. You think. You go back 100 years. You go back 100 years, and remember in cowboy times, there was always respect given to women. Always respect, and even 40 years ago, Charlie Daniels was writing songs about respecting women, even in the bars when you're drinking and partying and stuff, and he was still writing songs about respecting and giving respect to women.
Uh-huh.
And back in cowboy times, they'd shoot you or they'd hang you for disrespecting a woman. And we walk into that gun shop, and there's 4 guys sitting around a poker table. He's got a poker table in the gun shop. And I'm
that
really
sounds like the real Old West.
It kind of does, but I'm really struggling because he had a gun in there that I kind of wanted. But I'm really struggling whether I'll ever go back to his gun shop because we walked in, and I had my wife with me. The only reason we walked out in one piece was because my daughters won't work with me. But my wife was with me, and she's not like a typical tomboy. I mean, it's very obvious that she's a woman by the way her dungarees fit her. As the old song says. But, no, that was Jerry Clower said that. And so it's very obvious that I've got a woman with me. And
Saint
Heidi. And there's not spit stains on both sides of our vehicle, you know. And we walk in, and I'm going to tell
Don't
you.
be discriminatory now.
Them guys were cussing like sailors. And we were in there for probably 20 minutes, and I'm telling you, they didn't let up for 20 minutes. I mean, every second word was a bleepity bleep, 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 bleep. And I made a comment.
Bleep.
I finally made a comment to the owner, and I said, I hope they're paying good to be here in the store driving customers away, because they sure are driving me away from here. And he said, oh, I didn't even notice. And he was bleep, 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 bleep after that. And I think he was trying to make a point to me or something. I don't know what the point was, but we have lost all respect for women in our society.
Pretty bad.
And, I mean, no respect to care that a woman is there. You know, if I grew up in construction, so I grew up around a lot of cussing and swearing and such. But there comes a point to, do you not have any decency left in you? But we look at all of our society, we look at all of history, and you look at cultures, and this goes into what's going on in our political world, but you look at cultures, and cultures, societies, and all that fall apart when the degradation of sexuality falls apart.
Yep.
And when we take away the value of men and women, our whole society will fall apart. And we're in a sad state of affairs, but I'm glad my daughters weren't with me because I probably would have ended up losing it with those guys around that poker table. It would have been like Jerry Clower's story where Marcel comes up to the bar and he just wants a soda pop.
We don't own the rights to that.
And what? They won't give him a soda pop. Oh man, so you'll have to look that up later sometime. So how was your day yesterday? Since you heard about my exciting day.
It was eventful.
It was eventful.
It was eventful. Not like your eventful though. Yours is kind of
Any place I go is
Self-induced.
eventful. You need a permanent mop next to your coffee maker. That's how eventful
If
my
you would
life
just learn
is.
how to use it.
That's how eventful my life is.
You know, you worked in construction, so I'm sure you measured stuff. You can't measure the amount of water it takes to make the coffee.
There's pictures on there, and the pictures don't always. I mean,
You have glasses.
I got a Santa Claus cup, and I don't know how much liquid fills in a Santa Claus cup. So, folks, I come over and use his coffee machine. The last time I used his coffee machine, I made 2 cups of coffee, and by the time I was done, it was a whole roll of paper towels and a mop and mop bucket to clean up the small mess that I made from making 2
it's
cups of
not
coffee.
the word.
Ended up going through like 4 cups to find a cup to hold it.
And I got blamed for that.
Well,
I got blamed for that yesterday as my wife was scrubbing the kitchen extra clean for this mega epic birthday party today for our daughter. There's tea stains all over here. And I'm like, no, those are coffee stains from your assistant's spouse. And she just looked at me. I said, Saint Heidi. That's all I said. But then I realized I said that to myself.
did you realize? You said
Oh, I high-bolted it out of there because I didn't want to go through that argument.
You're scared of your wife. She's a short little thing. You're scared of her.
I didn't say a word.
I have no words. So
I didn't say a word.
So I don't know if
Words can offend people.
They can.
You
Sometimes
know, the Bible talks about the most evilest weapon in the world is our tongue.
Is the tongue? Yep.
And I will agree with that.
Yep. Yep,
I don't
is
agree
true.
with everything in this world, but I will agree that the tongue is a very evil thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, says
It can be funny though.
with it we can praise God, and with it we can curse men who have been created in the image of God. That is so true. So I don't know if St. Heidi's going to be into work today. So
Let's leave that one alone. Just leave it alone. Moving along.
but
Changing gears.
But it's a funny story.
No. We'll get negative comments.
Negative comments. Oh man.
So I do find it funny though,
like
back
the
to
shampoo.
this whole construction thing. You can measure a board to a T. You
Yep.
can figure out the square of a floor or a roof, but you can't measure how much water you need for your coffee.
That's what we're back to.
I-
Seriously, we're stuck on the measuring of
I
coffee.
had to high bolt it
You
from
know,
my
these
kitchen
things
last
are-
night, so I didn't get shot.
These things
That's
are
why.
deceptive. Look at that. Look at that little. And he's even smiling. Look at that. He's
You
smiling.
get-
Look at that. He looks fat.
Get
and
a
plump.
real cup.
That's a mug.
No,
That's
it's
a
a cup.
thermos. That's a thermos.
Honey, I'm not tiny. This is a cup.
That's a thermos.
This is a cup.
So
Okay, so it is bigger than my black, but not by like, it's only 8 ounces bigger.
can you measure that?
Well, I know how much to measure to make my tea.
Oh man.
See, a smart person would know that.
So folks, so when you use Hard Rock's Keurig, and all he makes is tea. He doesn't make coffee. When you
Nope.
leave the coffee pod
Coffee will stunt your growth.
in the Keurig, and then he makes his tea with the coffee. He gets really wound up in the morning, even more than normal.
Okay, but in my defense, I'm not used to having to check for the K cup because in my house they throw it away when they're done. They don't leave it in there overnight. That's gross.
Well,
And the tea I had
listen.
happened to be extremely expensive. I had gotten it for a gift and it was $42 a pound.
Well,
And I'm making my exotic little tea to
Exotic
wake
little
up with 3 times the caffeine. And I go
I
to
was
ta-
giving you
I'm
4
waiting.
times the coffee.
I'm waiting because I cherish this tea. My daughter buys it for me and I love it. And I'm gonna have this cup of coffee or this tea in the Keurig, and I don't like coffee, and I'm gonna have this cup of tea, and I hadn't had one for about 2 weeks, and I'm all excited. And I take this huge drink, and I about spit it all over my beautiful kitchen. Because that coffee was nasty. Good night, it was terrible.
It's maple pecan.
I don't like that crap.
And so, what did you have to say?
I don't like it.
What did you have to say at that moment in time? Did you think evil thoughts of me?
I knew it was you, though.
Really?
I knew.
Oh,
I'm like,
man.
oh, Shelby!
See, that's
You know, the
thing.
cars go by here, and I just can't help but like watch them go. I'm like a dog. I gotta watch them go by.
Yes,
And the
that
fly.
happens. And the flies bothering you. I haven't been bothered at all by the fly.
Uh-huh.
The key is you don't shower for like 3 weeks.
Ooh. No. I
But,
showered today. Got
you-
my hair done.
Yeah, you got your hair done. Did you use your wife's shampoo?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
No.
All right.
No.
You were looking kind
I
of
did
blue.
that.
You were looking kind of blue the other
No,
day.
it's purple.
It's purple. You were looking kind of purple, bluish purple.
Yeah.
Bluish purple.
For just a day.
Just a day.
Because I took baking soda and the bar soap and scrubbed it through my hair erratically. See, there's a little bit of fact. My wife has purple hair. And I think it's beautiful. I like it a lot. And it's purple shampoo. And it's really dark. And once you shampoo with it, your hair stays purple. And I had worked beyond past ignorance and got myself plumb sick. And I crawl in our shower, and I'm sitting in our seat, and I've got all this hot water going over me, and I am beyond not feeling great. And so, what do you do in a shower? You got to scrub up. And I don't have my glasses on. I had sweat in my eyes all day, so my eyes were really burning. And I'm not exaggerating. I sweat bad. My bottle of stuff is dark blue, and hers is dark purple, the bottle. And I'm sitting there, I use a large quantity of shampoo, very large. I mean, sometimes I got to hurry up and put my other hand to it. And I'm not paying attention. My shampoo is white. Hers is purple. And I put all this all over and I stick it on my hair and I'm scrubbing and I go to start using that shampoo to wash my arms and I freak out because everything's purple. I look like Papa Smurf. And I'm like, good night. And I can't see because at this point I freaked out. I've got the soap in my eyes. I've turned into a Smurf. And I rinse my face off. I get out. I make a huge mess. Find my glasses. Go back in there, and I'm like, oh, purple shampoo. But it works. See, my hair was slightly lightened purple.
It took the gray away.
Yeah.
It took the gray away. It looked pretty good.
Yeah.
You and your wife could be matching.
Nope. I earned this silver, buddy. I have earned every particle of it. I wear it proudly.
It's kind of like the other day.
Now, wait. I gotta tell you this story.
Okay. I just still can't believe you used baking soda and yeah. Anyways, keep going.
Okay. Well, that's a good way to get clean.
Okay.
So, I was cutting hair one day. I can't tell the story. I was cutting hair one day and I was like, what the heck? Did this guy color his hair? And I'm looking at it, and I wasn't wearing glasses at the time. I'm like, something don't look right.
And you're cutting hair.
And I'm cutting this guy's hair. Dude's getting a haircut by me.
No glasses.
No, I don't wear glasses at the time.
Okay.
I had younger eyes.
Okay.
This was probably about 20,
They
25
came probably
years
with a younger face too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Much
Right.
better looking.
Well, I'm not commenting.
So, I'm cutting his hair, and I'm like, did he color it? What did he do? Did he wash his hair with charcoal? It's weird. It even felt weird. So,
Then you realize it was a toupee?
oh no, I had that. But
Okay.
it finally came out. He said, smell kind of weird, don't it? I said, yep. I didn't say another word. He said, they make them Sharpies, but they're like that wide for like huge poster boards and banners. And I said, I knew right then where he was going. He Sharpied his hair.
No.
Yes. I about died. I couldn't even finish the haircut for like 10 minutes.
He sharpied his hair.
I knew, like, there was an odor, I'm like, because that's a strong scent or smell, whatever you want to call it. I was crying. I couldn't cut his hair.
And he did it on purpose.
Yeah, he grayed early, and he was dating.
That sounds like a good gift I should get somebody.
But
For
no.
like a Christmas present or a Father's Day
But-
present or
What do you say to that?
that's a great idea. I'm gonna give somebody a
So-
like Sharpie for their birthday.
So as I'm cutting the hair, the side hair was a little shorter, and I realized at that point when I cut some of the excess hair off, this is round 2 laughing. Well, he'd had Sharpie all over his scalp, all over it on the sides. Not so much on the back, because the back he looked like a zebra. He had white spots and black spots both because he couldn't see it. So he had zebra stripes. As we cut it shorter, not off the top. The top was matted black, but when I cut it shorter, not all the hair got to black. So I'm on round 2. I couldn't even charge the guy. I felt so bad. He never did come back in either. So
Really? Because you picked on him too bad.
I couldn't help it. What do you say to that? That was like the time I had a guy coming in, and he was cantankerous and a professional garage sailor.
What do our wives describe us as with one word? Let's not get into that. Anyway, so here's
Girls, please don't comment.
So awesome and amazing. Those are the words I'm thinking. But anyways, he was a professional garage seller.
I doubt my wife would say that. And he had like the permanent booth at Rutledge. For those who don't know what Rutledge is, it's a big flea market in our area.
Okay.
It's the die-hard flea market.
Folks, it's not big. Big is like a city block.
No, but it's about as redneck ghetto as you can get.
This thing is like the size of a city. It's not a city block. It's like the size of a city. I know because I walked most of it.
Several times.
Oh my! Well, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the point taken.
Yes.
And he was a greaser. He was one of them guys that had the hair grease and had the big waves. He'd get the finger wave in there, get the 3 waves.
I don't have that much time in the morning.
So Hubcap was getting his hair cut and my hands would just be all nasty and that was part of cutting hair. Some people liked. I had a guy put beeswax in his hair all the time.
Yep. I was told to do that.
And it helped with flat tops. So anyways, but today I'm like, this I know this smell. This is not hair grease. This is something I know. I don't say nothing. And my hands are getting so oily, I pinched my clippers right out of my hand trying to set them down. I'm like, good night. What the heck? So finally I said, Hubcap, what the heck is on your hair? And I'm going to do my best interpretation of recollecting this story. Well, down there, they had the 3-in-1 oil on sale. I said, what? Because when he got excited, he talked super fast. And the other time, you could understand the guy completely fine. I'll rewind this and play it slow. They had 3-in-1 oil on sale, 3 for $1.
3.
General purpose 3-in-1 oil for like sewing machines.
It's like sewing machine oil.
All kinds of stuff. It used to be a big thing to use.
Yep.
And he had been putting the 3-in-1 oil in his hair because it was 3 for $1. That's fact, Jack. I was bathing in oil. Bathing in it.
You can't make these stories up.
I literally, before I finally said something, I turned around, not on this bar, but a different back bar I had. I went to go set the clippers down, and I had really nice fancy pads on the table to put the clippers on, because they're harmonically ran, and you got to keep them just perfect. And I go to set them down, and they shot out of my hand. I'm like, this is a $300 pair of clippers.
For a $10 haircut.
It was $7 then.
Yeah, it was a $7 haircut. Now here's the thing. This is a real question.
And I got to I got to do a statement announcement. This is a statement announcement. I have been accused of a lot of stuff lately.
Yeah.
Accused.
Okay.
We had that epic garage sale last week.
Yeah.
50-some tables
Yeah.
of crap. Stuff, And, I was a barber, and I haven't been for, I think, 6 years now. No desire to go back. I miss and loved my people dearly. I was blessed with amazing clientele. Only cringed probably once every 10 days when I'd see that right person pull up. I had great customers. I just can't do it no more. And our local barber's closing. Okay. And, you can see this in the window of our world headquarters here.
Yeah.
This is the world headquarters of Woody's.
The Hard Rock and Country Show.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're accused.
So, at the garage sale, everybody was like, so, taking over Ron's job, huh? I'm like, no. I said, if you noticed, all my barbershop stuff is for sale back there. So I am not going to cut hair. I'm not taking over, trying to steal his clients.
I thought you were going somewhere else with the accusations.
Oh, no.
I thought you were going to bring up the fact that somebody thought I was your son.
Well, that's happened before, too.
I must be.
I said, no.
I'm the adopted good-looking
I am
one.
the Midwestern guy. You are from New York. That is, I just can't.
So I'm.
I don't see how that mutates together either. I mean, some days when I think of you, all I can think is that old salsa commercial. New York City.
That's funny. That's funny right there.
But for the record, I am not cutting hair. I do not want to cut hair.
Yes, I've tried to get him to cut my hair, and he says no. So, will you dye my hair?
No. You dye Easter eggs. You color your hair.
I used to
Remember that.
tip my hair by the color of this bar.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
I tried that once. I was dating.
Yeah.
I hooked her.
I dated a bunch of girls when I had that color hair.
Yep. I hooked her.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was really stupid.
Yep. Kind of painful. Getting your hair pulled through that cap.
Yeah.
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 Did you get poked?
No, they
I
wrapped.
cracked the joke. The
She
girl
used to
doing my
wrap
hair.
mine up with like aluminum foil and
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
You cracked a joke?
Yeah. I
That's
made
not always
I made the
good
girl mad.
Really?
So I got that needle jammed extra hard the next 4 or 5 times.
Really?
Yeah, I might have popped the brain cell. Or left a dent. I ain't figured out which. Hey!
What's that?
Our squirrel's gone.
The squirrel's gone? Yeah, the squirrel kind of got bored of us and left. But I think we're probably running out of time, Hard Rock, because
I've got
we got places to be, and
I've got the daughter coming in for the other daughter's birthday. She's probably in there waiting like, what is my dad doing?
we got
Good night.
we got our wives to go and irritate,
I'm not doing that.
and
That I'm not even gonna say that's your job. My wife would be mad at me if I said that's your job. I might not wake up tomorrow.
I do a pretty good job of that. Though.
Yeah.
It is my job, and I do
Good
my
night.
job. My
If
mama
there was
told
an
me.
A for I can't even. I'll just stop.
My mom told me when I was younger. She says, "Whatever
If
you
you're gonna do it right.
Whatever you do your best at
Yep.
it."
Good night.
But you know, my wife, I
She's
really
a saint.
I really treated her
Hey,
good
did you
this
know the
morning.
kids picked out her color of her uniform?
Really?
They've decided they
Really?
want the blue and white.
Yeah. She's still. I'm still working on talking her into it. But
No, I'm her boss. It's
I-
mandatory work uniform. It will be mandatory work uniform.
you know, when it comes to my wife,
You
and
just
I,
need to figure out how you can become my wife's boss so you can mandatory that for her.
when it comes
Because
to
you
my
know what
wife,
she told me?
what?
I can't even tell you.
Oh, okay. It's not
It's bad.
appropriate for television for a
It's
viewer.
past G.
Past G. Okay. What I've come to
Not
realize
like bad,
with my
bad,
wife,
but it's past G.
yeah,
In today's society, it'd only be like PG because society is
it is
epically
it is,
failed.
It is. But what I've
Looks like
come
a
to
pile of
realize
vomit.
and what I tell people is, I carry a gun,
Uh-huh.
but I'm not the one you need to worry about.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't carry a gun. I just told you still need to be scared of my wife.
Yeah, you need to be scared of my wife. My wife's pretty good, but I got her a sandwich this morning because I was feeling bad for her because she was a little sore, and I got her a mocha frappe from McDonald's, no whipped cream. She doesn't like the whipped
I
cream,
don't like whipped cream either.
and
It's nasty. They ruined my milkshake here a while
they
back.
ruined your milkshake.
They put the whipped cream over, and I didn't ask for
Oh,
that.
mercy. Did you get the world famous best milkshake in the world? The banana
I
peanut
hate
butter
bananas.
coffee milkshake. You get these
No.
tiny little chunks of banana, slurping up the straw as you're slurping them in.
I hate bananas.
And
It's one of the I'll
if
eat
you
them,
can get past,
but I can't.
if you can get past
Stand 'em.
consistency of vomit, it's real good.
All right, we need to move on. We're losing customers with the vomit.
All right.
So we're at our world headquarters in Kahoka, Missouri.
How do you say that again?
Kahoka. Kind of
Yeah.
like Keokuk.
You don't put an L in it like Keokuk does?
No.
Okay. All right.
No,
Kahoka.
I thought that since I'm the outsider moved to this town, I needed to really pronounce it properly.
You really need to
They,
pronounce
they
it
have no
properly.
reason to hate me. I mean, they already
Right.
like not love me. So
Well,
I'm like
You know?
I'm not even a stepchild. I'm that Dennis the Menace neighbor kid. They hate me that bad.
I love Dennis Menace.
I know.
They did that show off my childhood.
I bet they did.
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes my adult life too. They take into vision what would this kid have been like. As
You know,
a
we
kid.
could just hire like a film crew to walk around with you.
Somebody told me that the other day.
I know.
Yep. Yep.
I remember that.
They said that you need to be on a reality show of just your life and your wife. Yep. And after yesterday, I really think we're going to put a camera in the vehicle for when we do road trip.
You can get 3 or 4 of them now.
I know.
They got mounts even. You can order mounts to put them in there, and you can just put them everywhere.
It would be entertaining. Oh man, it would be entertaining.
I would cry too much.
You probably would.
I would, because I'd be laughing.
Yep.
Hey, the squirrel's back.
So, well, we better say goodbye. I'm Shelby Whitney with the Cowboy Country Church. I'm a Cowboy Church preacher.
I'm Steve Woodruff. I'm a hard rock miner.
But you got to go through the country to get to the hard rock.
Flies drive me nuts. Thanks for looking. Rock on. Y'all be blessed. It's Friday morning.
Don't drive
Right.
don't drive like I drive.
Yeah, we don't take responsibility for his actions.